Welcome back to Rick's Cards and TTM episode number 69. TTM meaning through the mail, where we send cards and photographs to our favorite celebrities and sports heroes and request an autograph, and hopefully they send it back to us, and then we get to report it to you here on YouTube. So before we go any further, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, tell a friend to subscribe if it's something they might like to see, and comment. Let me know what you think. Let's get right into it. Our first TTM. Let's first. I just wanted to show you. You probably can see it in the background. Is let me set it up here a little bit. That's a purchase I made of Tony La Russa, autograph from Tony La Russa, which is certified there. You can kind of see. I just had to get that's just a beautiful picture. I'm putting together a shadow box of his. I do have an autographed jersey of his up there on my wall, and so I'm trying to get my room in shape here. I've got so many boxes of TTM fuel laying around that I just have gotten out of control. I haven't spent any time to put it all back and put it away. So, we got to get back into straightening out my little man cave here. My Cardinal Nation room is what I call it. Anyway, so just wanted to share that with you. And let's see what else we got here. I got a return to sender from Mr. Tom Selleck. Mr. Selleck, I sent this way back in last year. Let's see when the date was on that. I sent it April 21 is when I sent this to Mr. Selleck, and I was hoping he would sign these cards for me. And he sent me a letter back stating that because of the pandemic, that he would not be opening his mail. So anyway, that's actually what it says right here. Return to sender, not answering due to the pandemic. So interesting. So Mr. Tom Selleck is a no for right now, and that was back in April of last year. So I was really hoping to get that card signed by him. Anyway, he said no. So let's move on to the people that said yes. This one coming out of Pittsburgh, PA. It is a 2 of 2. It took 13 days, and it is from Mr. George Medich. Mr. Medich signed this 81 Tops for me, and he signed a second. He was the second one to sign this one. I already had Steve Busby on it, the 73 Rookie Stars, this 73 Tops. So this one is done because Mr. Cole Parent is no longer with us. So I thank you, Mr. Medich, for your autograph. Coming up next, we got from Tampa Bay, Tampa, Florida, St. Petersburg. It's a 2 of 5, or a 5 of 2, I should say. And it is somebody I sent to a second time now. I had a bad address for her before. Took 26 days to get Miss Michelle Smith, Olympic gold softball pitcher. This is 2 Little League cards I had of her. So, I like these. I've got some of these cards of Bonds and McGuire, a couple other players. And, she signed it Michelle Smith, USA, and her number 32. 2 of those. And she also sent one of her own that she signed also with her number, USA. So I thank you, Miss Michelle Smith, for your autograph. Oh, and she also signed the 2 index cards where she put down U.S. Olympic gold 2 times in 96 and in 2000. So I thought that was pretty cool. I love getting these unique signatures like this of people who are just as important as those Major League ball players are. They represent the United States, and I thank her for doing that so well. Okay, coming up next, I've got one from Santa Barbara, California. This is a 3 of 3. Took 21 days, and it is from Mr. Ken McMullen. Mr. McMullen signed 2 75 tops for me. And after I sent this, I found a few other cards of his that are a lot older. I even got his rookie card, so I'll have to be sending those out. I didn't even realize he was, I hate to say it, alive even, and let alone signing. So he signed those 2, and he signed this autograph card for me, the sweet spot. So it took 21 days for Mr. McMullen to return those to me, and I thank him. Coming up next, out of Santa Ana, California. This is a 2 of 2. Took 15 days. It is from Mr. Tom Murphy. Mr. Murphy signed the 73 tops for me, which looks very good. And, of course, the 72 tops, the set I'm kind of chasing. And I'm doing pretty good at it, I must say. Getting quite a few returns on it. I've got quite a bit of fuel for it, so I thought I'd give it a shot. I just realized that I was getting a lot of them back, so I said, well, let's see what we can do and see how many we can get. So I thank you, Mr. Murphy, for helping me out on that. Coming up next here, we got North Texas, Dallas, Texas. It's a 2 of 2. And it took, let's see, it looks like 20 days. And it is from Mr. Danny Cater, another person I didn't realize was signing. And he signed this 73 tops for me. Looks like he signed a D Cater, so, and got him there on the Red Sox. And another one that I found some more cards is that we're going to have to send out. He also signed this autograph card for me. I just love how those signatures pop on these. Very cool. So thank you, Mr. Danny Cater. Coming up next, out of Phoenix, Arizona. It is a 2 of 2. Took 21 days. And it is from Mr. Mark Grusolonic. Mr. Grusolonic signed this 03 Upper Deck for me. And there's the back of it if you want to see it. And he also signed an autograph card for me. Mr. Mark Grusolonic, I thank you, sir, for your autograph. Next up, we have from Orlando, Florida. A 2 of 2. Took 15 days. It is from Mr. Wayne Granger. He signed 2 1969 tops for me. As Mr. Johnny Serena would say, I love the vintage. And that's pretty vintage there, 69. I have olders, and older than that. Thank you, Mr. Wayne Granger, for your autograph. Speaking of that, I just purchased one. Speaking of old autographs, I got this one on eBay. It is a 1952 Bill Rigney. The ink is kind of light on it, but I thought for the very first Topps card and signed by Bill Rigney, very cool. There's the back of it. Got that for not very much money. Mr. Bill Rigney, thank you, buddy. I don't know why I'm thanking him, but he's no longer with us, but it was very cool. I thank the guy that sold it to me. Anyway, up next out of Kansas City, Missouri. Make that Kansas City, Kansas. It is a 1 of 2. He didn't sign the autograph card. Never even signed the back of it. And as you can tell, it's a football player. It is from Tom Grunyard. Mr. Grunyard signed this 90 Pro set for me. He must be a 1 of 1, or he couldn't figure out what to do with the football card. And so I thank him. He was the second-round draft pick card here. I thank you, Mr. Grunyard, for your autograph. Mr. Tim Grunyard. Football return. Up next, Portland, Oregon. It is a 4 of 4 and took 22 days. It's from Mr. Jack Hyatt. Mr. Hyatt signed this 73 Topps. He also signed this team. It's my first team card I got signed. He signed up there in the left-hand corner. 72 Angels team card. And he signed 2 71 tops for me. Mr. Jack Hyatt. Thank you, sir, for your autograph. He also answered a question for me. I asked him, I answered 3 questions. I asked him, who was your favorite pitcher to catch? And it was Juan Marichal. His second question, who was the hardest pitcher to hit? Bob Gibson. And the third question, do you still collect baseball cards? No, I never did. And the reason I asked him that, on the back of his card says he collected baseball cards. So that's why I asked him if he still collected, and now he said he never did. So they lied on the back of the card. So thank you, Mr. Hyatt, for answering those questions for me. Last but not least, this one took 250 days. It's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Still got the Christmas stamp on it. It's a 1 of 1, and it is from Mr. Jose Silva. Mr. Silva signed this 94 Upper Deck, and this was sent back in November of 21. So I thank you, Mr. Silva, and I thank you for watching and continuing to watching. We're going to have a giveaway coming up pretty soon, so look for in the future for that. But until then, always hustle. You never know who's watching. Thank you. Bye.